Talking Again podcast.
I don't know who this was, but this guy, I just pulled up. I had just got him from Long Beach, and I pulled up. I just got home, and this guy it was like 9 a.m. He pulls up to a neighbor's pad. Never seen him before. He started washing the neighbor's car. And he just seen me. He's like, "Hey, what's up, quick?" So I said, "What's up?" Cool, whatever. Didn't think nothing of it.
Yeah.
Then I go to my mom's, the other side of town, and I'm going outside to get her mail. The Amazon driver's like, "What's up, Quicks?" And I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I said, "What's up?" So I'm just like, "Okay, so this is just a normal thing. Everybody just recognizes me everywhere I go, and it's just like, So
Wait,
like,
were you driving your Quicks van?
Nah. I was nah. I was walking actually, and the first guy seen me in my regular car.
Yeah.
So I just thought like,
That's cool.
because half the time I don't know who these people are, so I feel like that shit keeps you going too.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, is people see it.
It's a little confirmation, just kind of like, hey, I'm doing something.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast. Might talk a little shit, get a little brash. Might drink a little bit, smoke a little bit. Vibe a little bit, laugh a little bit. Yeah. Hosted by Fidel. Tell it like it is, only tell it real. Live every Tuesday, you know the deal. We talking again. Now tuned in to the tap.
What's up, everybody? This is Fidel Talking Again podcast. We're here, another edition of the Tap. And to my left, I have Young Quicks.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yeah, straight from Oxnard, California.
Ox City, Boxnard, yeah.
You know what? I saw a podcast and you were talking about Little Chicago, and that was one of the questions I was going to ask you. But then that's the problem when I do my research and then I look at podcasts.
You're like,
yeah. They already talked about it. But it's like, well, I was going to ask you what Little Chicago is. I didn't know that's what Oxnard was known as, Little Chicago. What was the name that they called it?
No, well, we call it Chiques, but
Chiques.
Yeah, they say it originated from Little Chicago. I mean, that's the word on the street.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, what's the history of it?
From what I've heard two stories. You know, I but the one that has stuck is that Al Capone flew into the local airport, and he's from Chicago and stuff, and he said, "Oh, that looks like Little Chicago," and that's where it stuck.
I like that one. That's a good story. Just stay with that one.
Yeah, stick with that one.
Don't even tell me the second one.
Basically, just street stuff,
Yeah.
politics.
No, but that makes sense. I mean, why else would it be called Little Chicago, right? I mean, so how long? So it goes that far back?
Yeah, it goes back in the days. Yeah, before I was even born.
That's crazy. I never knew that. I mean, I didn't know much about Oxnard, but who Fernando Vargas came out of Oxnard?
Yeah, Fernando Vargas, Robert Garcia.
Robert Garcia was 5'9", he went to Riverside.
Yeah. We had right now there's Anderson .Paak that he claims Oxnard a lot, so that is doing real well. So that's good.
There you go. And now you got Young Quicks.
Yeah. Now they've been having Young Quicks. Yeah.
So were you born and raised in Oxnard?
Yeah, I mean, technically, if you really want to get down to it, check my birth certificate. I was born in Ventura.
Oh, okay.
But that's like the next city.
But that's the county, no? Or
is that Ventura County, yeah.
Because Oxnard is Ventura County, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we could just say it.
Yeah. But I'm born and raised in Oxnard.
Born and raised in Oxnard.
Yeah, on both sides, on the east side, on the south side, north side, everywhere. So, yeah.
How big is Oxnard?
I mean, there's like, I would say less than 400,000 people, so.
Damn, that's pretty small. I mean,
you think so?
I think it's pretty small.
Well, yeah, that's. I mean, if you compare it to LA County, yeah, of course, yeah.
My bad, perdón.
Yeah, but as far as like, I'm pretty sure there's population smaller somewhere.
Yeah,
else,
well, you know what? That's 400,000 of the people that are on the census
that are registered. So we're probably like 500,000.
Was that all right?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You know what? I just saw right now in LA County, the Villanueva, LA County Sheriff was talking about they pretty much like he's raging a war against wage theft. Have you heard of wage theft? So wage theft is when somebody that's like undocumented that's gonna go do some work at somebody's house.
They get paid less,
and they don't get paid at all.
Oh, okay.
Or less, but they don't get paid at all. Some of them, like, oh, you were never working here, so. We're not paying you. Day laborers, a lot of Home Depot,
Yeah.
So what they're doing now is, and he even put this in his priority. This happened today, just today. He put it in his priority. As LA County, they're going to be seeking out people that are offending that, wage theft. So, to help out the community, because there's a lot of raza, Filipinos too. A lot of Filipinos are getting jacked. And I mean, it's still fresh, and I'm not sure exactly how I feel about it, but it's like, because it's like making it number one priority.
Yeah, sounds good.
But it's like, obviously, it's like you're doing something good.
Yeah.
And this is one of the things that a lot of people don't really like look at, and they don't get, because he went live, and you look at somebody like The Weeknd that was on the Super Bowl. He goes live and he gets thousands and thousands of followers right away. the sheriff had some big news to talk about. And he had about 100 people live.
Yeah,
you know, on his Facebook. So
that's
that kind of.
that's how I feel. That's how I be feeling sometimes.
I heard about
Yeah,
that on
yeah.
that crazy little video from
Yeah?
the Super Bowl. Yeah, he's like 7 million.
Can I be
of
honest
his-
with you?
of
I
his
didn't
own
watch the
money.
Super Bowl. I don't really.
I watched it and I
Yeah.
didn't watch the halftime show.
In the first half hour of it.
Hey, that's not bad. He's
Yeah.
gonna be, that money's gonna be coming in later on.
Later
so-
on, he's gonna make that money back.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I just, it's crazy things. Like I don't really get too much into politics and stuff, but I do hear like news and stuff that goes on, and it just kind of, raises an eyebrow or two.
Yeah, my brother was trying to. There was an empty seat in city council, and he was trying to get it, but I don't think he
Oh,
got
yeah?
it. Yeah, they already elected someone.
Is he?
But that was his first time trying it and everything. So he
Does he have a background in that? Or?
No, he's actually my age. We're like the same age. We're only a few months, like less than 10 months apart. Actually.
Yeah.
And I was surprised that he was even entering it, but like hopefully he didn't lose motivation to try it again.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know?
let me ask you, what motivated him to actually try to get?
I
into
think
that?
just the fact that we were raising we come from nothing, so we were raising the projects and everything. I think, and our parents my dad worked like in the fields and stuff like that.
yeah.
So I think he was just more like hey man, a lot of these politics, like you said, I don't really get involved with politics, and so he was just probably like, let me see if I could actually do a real change because he
Make
feels
a difference,
difference because he
changes,
feels
yeah.
like he's a real person like us, So
Yeah.
and a lot of those people, it seems like they're not real like us,
Oh yeah.
So that's it. But I mean, I haven't really had a conversation with him. I was just surprised and I thought it was cool. It was
Yeah.
cool that he
That is pretty cool.
that he tried.
That's very very fearless of him. to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
something
that was
like
crazy.
yeah, it's very
Yeah,
intimidating.
I was
imagine.
watching the video of him actually speaking to like the mayor and all that,
Yeah.
and I couldn't watch it because I was like scared for him, even though it was already a playback. It was already he had already done it, but I
It
couldn't
wasn't
watch
live
it.
or anything, but
Nah,
I'm
I
sure
could-
you had, like,
yeah,
some
because I
emotions
felt
going
crazy.
through.
I felt
Yeah.
crazy inside, so I was like, I don't want to watch this.
Yeah.
But I saw that he did try.
That's a trip.
So that was cool.
That's cool. Hopefully, like you said, hopefully he didn't get unmotivated. And
Yeah,
he
yeah.
sticks
So
to it.
hopefully, he tries again.
Right, use it as like a learning experience. As to it. I'm gonna put this on here.
Yeah.
As a learning experience to kind of for the next time.
Yeah. No, that was
I'm
his
sure
first time. So yeah.
there's always a learning curve on all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. So you're first generation, right? Is that what they call this? First generation when our parents were born in Mexico. Isn't it-
Yeah,
they
I
call
would
it
say
first
so.
generation. Right?
Yeah, well, I mean, we're Chicanos, I guess.
Yeah, Chicano first generation. But there's some people that are separated like 3 degrees, like third and fourth generation. Where
Yeah, well, my sister, she's only
great-grandma born
my
here.
sister's only a few years older than me. She was actually born in Mexico, and she crossed the border as a baby
Yeah.
with my mom. So
So
it's
for
like,
sure,
yeah,
first
yeah,
generation,
yeah,
yeah.
I'm the first generation. Yeah, I
Yeah.
said it. I'm the first
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the first one.
It's a trip though. Like we were talking about it earlier. Is how if we go to Mexico, we're not Mexican enough. Or not
Yeah.
even go to Mexico. Sometimes down the street,
Yeah,
you're just not Mexican enough, and then you're here with the.
Imagine trying to do hip hop and everybody telling you you're trying to make music, black people music. That's what they would call
And I
it.
don't get that, man.
That's what
Black
they
people
would
music.
call it.
What would you categorize? Because it's just rap, but what would you categorize it as? Because you didn't grow up.
Music,
Did you grow up
music,
listening to like black people music? Like
Nah,
you were
well, my
saying?
favorite rapper, like I told you earlier, was Eminem, and
Yeah.
he's not black at all, So like I don't know, my
Yeah.
mom knows some of his lyrics too, so I tell people all the time, like I think that's what gravitated me to artists like that the fact that he wasn't black and he was able to be a top dog in the hip hop game and still get people like my mom that was illegal to sing along to your songs even though she
Yeah.
hardly knows English.
Yeah.
Like to me, that's power, bro.
Yeah. Oh hell
So,
yeah. it is.
like
yeah.
that, I respect that a lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. To me, it's just music. I consider myself a entertainer, recording artist. I don't even say I'm a rapper.
Yeah.
Just
an artist,
yeah,
musician.
I'm a
musician.
songwriter now because
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a songwriter besides it all. Because
Right.
I mean, I could feel like I could write you an R&B song, but I can't sing it.
Can you? Do you think you can?
Yeah,
or have
I've-
you?
I've done it, yeah,
You
I've
have
done
done
it
it.
before, yeah,
Has
but
someone
I can't-
performed it for you? Already?
No, well, I just get somebody to sing the singing part.
Oh, but it has done. It has
Yeah,
happened.
all
That's
the
pretty
time,
cool.
all the time, all the time.
I have some pipes. If you ever want to hear me sing, no, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I don't.
Yeah.
But I can kill it at the karaoke.
Yeah,
when
we're
I'm
gonna have
drunk.
to try.
No, but no, that is really cool. You didn't grow up at all like listening to the Chicano rap. Remember the Chicano rap? Like
Nah, because I mean, when it was popular, I was already like probably starting in high school.
okay.
So like that's when, by that time I was making my own decisions and stuff. Yeah, but I mean, growing up, as far as hip hop, I don't know if a lot of people could relate to me, but like my parents, like and my primos or all of them were coming illegally from Mexico. My parents would have a room for them and stuff.
Yeah.
So a lot of them were like 10, 15 years older than me. Not way too older,
Yeah.
but they were already listening to music. So they would bring CDs from Mexico, like of rappers. Like at that time, I think the first Mexican rappers that I could think of that I ever seen a CD of when I was a kid was a group called Quinto Sol.
Quinto Sol.
Yeah, and then it was a rapper called Diablo.
Oh shit.
And I actually have a song with Diablo
Yeah.
now, so that's pretty cool.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Ain't that
Yeah,
crazy?
yeah,
how
that's
that
crazy.
fucking
Yeah. And I
turnaround-
was a kid and I didn't even rap then. And
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a CD.
Did he hit you up or did you hit him?
Nah, it was through the label and stuff. Yeah,
Oh,
like
okay.
they had a relationship. You know,
Yeah.
so, but yeah, I talked to him. He knows me.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's
Did you
cool.
let him know that was one of the first?
Nah,
ones?
no.
You don't wanna-
I
you
try.
don't
I don't want to put him on a higher horse than they are already. You feel me? Nah, but if
I
he
ain't
watches
trying to-
this now, he's gonna know.
Now he knows.
Yeah.
I'm gonna send. I'm
Yeah,
actually gonna
send
get.
it to
This is the
him.
clip that I'm
Yeah,
gonna use. That
Nah,
I'm
but
gonna send to him.
I tell him, you know, like one time I think I seen him post something and I was just like, hey, bro, like you're the OG, you got it, like,
Yeah.
because I feel like he was downplaying himself, you know, and I feel like I respect the OGs a lot,
Yeah.
like especially the people that did it before me.
Mhm.
Like I feel like sometimes they don't know how much power they got.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Or they don't know what kind
they're
of influence.
capable of.
Yeah.
Influence. So you know, I just try to remind them. I try to give people the flowers while they're alive. You know.
Nice.
So he knows. You
So
know,
that's what it is. Because you said that earlier. You referenced about giving flowers. I'm like, what
wow,
are you
people
talking
are
about?
alive, bro.
Okay.
Because I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the point when they're dead? They're not even
Yeah.
gonna see it, bro.
Yeah, you're right. I hear that all the time. My mom tells me that all the time.
Yeah.
She's like, "Pa qué me traes
So nah,
flowers when I'm
so
dead?"
I
And
do
I'm
it.
like,
I do it.
now.
I
Yeah.
I try. I'm not gonna say I do it because I'm
Yeah.
not perfect, but I try.
But you're a pretty humble guy. I mean, I remember.
I have every reason to be, bro.
Let's start listening.
Yeah, I have every reason to be.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still up and coming technically. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, when right now it seems like we're in a time when you're judged by the number of followers and the number of views that you get.
Yeah.
It almost solidifies you where it's like, why doesn't he have a blue check mark, you know?
Yeah.
Or is that even something
No,
that
well,
interests you,
I
you
have it
know?
everywhere else. I have it on Facebook. I have it on Spotify. I have it on everywhere else except Instagram. So
Yeah.
I'm sure eventually I'll get it.
Instagram, kind of, but a little bit of Nazi,
I'm
social
sure. And
media
Facebook owns
Nazis.
Instagram, and I still got it on Facebook.
Yeah,
so
that's
it's
weird,
just-
huh?
It's weird, but I mean, I don't lose sleep over it. Like, you know,
Yeah.
I actually tell people, I feel like we kind of did it backwards. You know, like, because I don't think I'm gonna I never woke up saying like I'm gonna go viral. You
Yeah.
know? And I don't think that's my goal to
Mhm.
go viral. My goal is to leave some I want to sell actual records.
Right.
Like I don't want the views.
Yeah.
Like if I could sell 1 million records or 1 million iTunes downloads, like actual downloads, I'm straight.
Yeah.
You know, as far as my goals.
Mhm.
You know, I'd rather do that than get the views. You know, but I know you need the views, like you said, for people to believe like you're doing it
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I just feel like I did it kind of backwards because I've gotten hundreds of radio spins like across the U.S. without, you know, having to go broke for it or nothing like that. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
you know, like not a lot of these artists that have 10 million views could tell you that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like two different worlds. There's like the real world and then there's the internet world. You know,
It's
like
a little, the social media thing. It's just
yeah,
a little
because
weird, man.
I go to the real world, so I go to studios,
Yeah.
I go to radio stations, I go to even TV networks that I've been on. I've never heard nobody mention a lot of these rappers that we see in the internet.
Yeah.
So I always wonder like how does it work, you know, and stuff like that. So I'm just like, you know, I feel like if I could leave an impact in the real world,
Yeah.
the internet will eventually catch on, you know, because
Yeah,
there's still a real world, you know.
Right.
You know, but
That's the one that matters.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
everybody's so fixated on this fantasy.
It was not a fantasy because some people are successful off of it. I just feel like as far as our artists, like, because a lot of people go viral, bro, but they don't have nothing to back it up.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, yeah, you got the 1 million views, but you have still broke. You don't have nothing going on for yourself. People can't find no music under your name. They can't. So it's just like pointless. You
Yeah.
know. So I guess I'm working for when I do reach that breaking point. I mean, I have a whole catalog, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have to record. Like I was telling my buddy on the way here, he's like, "Oh, we got to studio." In my head, I'm like, "Bro, we don't have to record for like the next 2 years." you know, you know what I'm saying? Like we
Yeah.
don't have to,
Yeah.
but we still do it. You know, we still do it. You know, so
That is crazy to hear though that you have like all this work just sitting there waiting to get.
Well, it's not
released.
waiting. We're still working. We're
Yeah.
working. You know.
Well, I know. I remember we kind of teased on it a little bit on the live that we did earlier
Yeah.
this last week. But so for every 1,000 that you get, you're gonna throw out something new.
Yeah, every 1,000
Every
new
1,000
people-
followers. I'm sorry.
Yeah, followers as far as like my Instagram, because that's what like the platform that we're trying to grow on right now. And besides the Spotify and all that stuff, but as far as like social media, I would say that the focus right now is on Instagram because it seems like that's the one that people are using the most.
Yeah.
And as of last year, since like June or July, I would say every month I was dropping a video. So every month I was reaching a new 1,000 people.
Damn.
The only time it stopped was in December, and maybe the holidays, whatever it was. But as soon as January hit, we just dropped a new video like a week and a half ago. So hotel on a Friday, and it was on a Friday too, and that one's almost at 10,000 views in like 7 days. So that's why I'm like, man, like I gotta keep going, and so I'm like 200 away from dropping another one. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, just trying to,
which is like a
maybe
right around the corner.
Yeah.
I mean, after this thing,
after this thing airs, we'll reach them, and you guys will get a new video.
Yeah. That's interesting, man. The amount of follow, like for you, what would be more? You just said earlier, you'd rather sell albums and downloads other than your viewers, right?
Yeah.
Or your followers. Where do you see that it changed for you, like as far as the followers, when you're like, I got something going on here with social media, where it's just like it just starts hitting?
I think when I reached my first 10K.
10K?
Yeah, when I reached my first.
From
10K.
there, did it just seem like it just kind of like a
after I reached my first
snowball
10K, I was reaching. After I reached the first 10K, it was like 1,000 a month. I was getting 1,000 a month.
Yeah.
So right now I'm almost.
Is that when
30.
you started the hey, I'm gonna release everything?
Nah,
no.
That happened when I dropped my last project, Little Chicago.
Oh.
Little Chicago. Yeah, we were kind of like, we didn't have no videos to it. We had like just one, the self-titled record, and we were just like, kind of like, let's see what if people react to anything. That's how we started shooting the videos. Whatever we saw was getting some kind of traction.
Yeah.
And it was working. It was. I mean, I would, as far as, I'm not gonna say it stopped, because now we were trying to move on to the new music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I've been promoting that for like 6 months plus. I'm still gonna push it. I still got like 2 videos to release, so I'm still working it. For Little Chicago.
Damn.
Yeah. No, so you know, like the hotel on a Friday is not on Little Chicago. That's just a bonus. And then while I dropped Little Chicago, I dropped another bonus called Counterfeit. Like, I don't know, bro. I just, I'm throwing darts, see which one sticks, and you know, I feel like I get better every time. It's not like I'm just putting less effort or anything like that. It's just, I feel like it gets better, you know?
Yeah.
It gets better, but I feel like I'm racing time as far as putting out the music in time, you know? Like, I don't want to like say like, if I don't reach 30K, say in 6 months, I just want to hold on to the music.
Yeah.
Like, I want to fucking keep working, you know?
Right. So you're not gonna hold all these.
Nah, but I do have goals, and every goal that I say, I usually reach. So I don't want to tell you, you know, I don't try to think of plan Bs and stuff. The only time I try to do a plan B, C, D, and E is when I have to depend on someone else. Because I don't want to depend. I don't like.
Well, you have no control no more. Right? Yeah.
So then, if I can't depend on you, I'm gonna have someone else just in case I can't depend on you. And then if I can't depend on you, then I'm gonna have someone else. And that's just how I am, bro. Some people think I'm crazy and shit. They'll be like, "Fool, you overthink." I'm like, "Nah, fool," but I've been through it. You know.
Where did that come from though? Where do you
just
think?
From being let down, I guess. And so now I don't expect nothing from nobody. Like, you'll tell me one thing right now, and I'll be like, yeah, and I'll go out the other year.
Let down in the
but
industry?
I won't forget, bro. No, like just in general, even in friends, bro. You
personal
lose,
life.
Yeah,
shit?
You lose friends. You lose. I mean, everything. You know. Like, so it's just more like, hey, man, like, I was raised a certain way. Like, if we tell you something, like, we're gonna do it, bro.
Yeah.
We're gonna do it. Like, we had a meeting not too long ago with some people, and we're like, hey, we're gonna do this, and that. They were like, yeah, we're gonna do this for this. We want in, bro. We did everything. We try to reach out every day until before, you know, and we still did everything without them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like those shows still goes on. That's what I try to tell people. Like, bro, like, I could die today. You're still gonna live your life. You're still gonna live this life. Some people might be upset, might be sad, but life goes on.
It's gonna continue.
To say. So I gotta keep the ball rolling no matter what. You know, and that's how I've been living my life since I started this shit.
Do you feel like you're getting a lot of people that are like, because they see, you know, we're talking about, you know, you're close to 30,000. You know, hey, this guy's got a lot of followers. You know. Hey, let's just work with them. Do you feel like some of them are just using it for that only?
I felt like that.
How do you filter that out?
I've been feeling like that since I started. Yeah. I mean, not since I started. A lot of people don't know. When I was 16 years old, bro, I had a song that I put out as a ringtone, and it had 337,000 downloads.
As a ringtone, when you used to be able to customize
yes. Bro, if I would have known, I would have sold it for 50 cents. I would have sold it for $1. Yeah. I had no idea, bro. Like, when I had a MySpace as a kid, when MySpace was popping, bro, I was close to 1 million views. Like, before people were going viral, before Soldier, like, I was a kid. We didn't know, bro. At that time, I was just more like, look,
let's just have fun.
Yeah, look at me. You know, I'm doing it. You know, I had fan pages in every state, Arizona, New York, anywhere. I didn't even have a top 8. It was probably like a top 16, but every picture was of me, and I didn't even have access to those pages. It was just. I didn't know what I was doing at that moment, but it was basically building a fan base.
You were viral before viral was viral.
Before viral was viral, bro. But we didn't know how to capitalize on it and stuff like that. So I always felt like, okay, my calling is not to go viral, even though some people might call that viral. It's not, because it wasn't millions. Yeah. I said I was close, but I was so young that to me it was just more like, okay, like, I'm so young right now. Maybe when I'm older,
Yeah.
I'll get it. But I feel like it never really happened like that. So my music, I feel gets better anyway. So maybe that music, was just like at that moment. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what caused it, but
Well, but it sounds like you kind of live on the moment anyway. So it's whatever you're feeling, you're gonna put it out, right?
Yeah. Because I said it before. Like sometimes I feel like I work with what people give me. I try not to complain, bro, at all about nothing. I'll tell you how I feel, but that doesn't mean I'm complaining. I'm just telling you how I feel. So like if you tell me, hey, this is what you got, this is what you're gonna use, I'll make it work, bro. But sometimes it is a little harder work because you gotta, it's up
a lot
to
more
you.
challenging.
Yeah, more challenging. Yeah, if you're not feeling certain shit, you're not feeling the vibe or whatever it is, But I still get it done.
So where are you getting your beats from? Just anybody in general?
Anywhere. I mean, we usually do work for hire, but like most of my unreleased music right now that I have a whole project with a producer called Fingers, who has done a lot. I would say, growing up, a lot of his records that I grew up listening to on the radio were produced by him. So that's another accomplishment for me. And now I have a whole project with them that's about to come out. And speaking of that project, I have a unreleased record with Baby Bash. He's the only feature I have on there. So that's pretty cool for me too, because that took me years to get, bro.
Wow.
Years to I got to stay at one of his houses before I got to get a verse from him. So like I had.
What do you mean you say you stayed at his house?
Because I went to do a show with Kid Frost one time in Texas, and he has a couple houses in Texas, and instead of letting us get a hotel, he let us.
Kid Frost, La Raza.
Yeah, La Raza, Kid Frost. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. No, I've been around the block a few times.
How was
bro.
that experience?
It's cool. I mean, you learn,
With an old
bro.
timer like that, just kind of giving
learn.
you all the.
I've been around a lot of the old timers. Yeah. A lot of old timers. You learn, and you pick and choose what you want to like take with you.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's the beauty of it, right? When people tell you stuff, like you don't gotta take everything.
Not necessarily tell you when they do stuff too. You see it, bro. You see it. Like I feel like.
So you're a big time student, then you're not just.
No, I've been learning since I wrote my first rap, bro. Like I was forced to write my first rap.
How's that?
My mom sent me to a camp, and every night you had to perform in front, like not perform,
like a music camp.
Not like it was just a camp to prepare you for high school at that time.
Oh, okay.
And it was with a bunch of students from LA, from San Bernardino, Bakersfield, Ventura County. And I was in the process of going to high school. And the whole point was that most of them were already high school students. So, and I think my mom was scared because I was so small, because I'm still small stature-wise. So she was just like, I think like, man, he looks like a little kid. Like, let me send him so he could get ready to be with the big kids. That's how she took it. Well, one time, one day I had to do dance. The other time we had to do something. Every night you were in a different group. Yeah. One time I got poetry. And to me, poetry was like you had to rhyme. Yeah. Like I like poetry, but I don't like poetry that don't rhyme for some reason. If it don't rhyme, it don't make no sense to me. Yeah. It just sounds like it just sounds like words, Yeah. So I remember the leader of the camp was actually a senior in high school already. The seniors were like the leaders,
right?
And she was just like, oh, like it's easy. And I was like, nah, I can't do this. Like, how am I gonna do this? I can't do this. I was probably like 12, 13 years old or something like that. How am I gonna do this? And she gave me my first 2 lines. She actually said like this, look, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. And I said, oh yeah. And so I took her first 2 lines and I had to finish it.
Yeah.
Well, after that, I remember I had a crush on a girl at that time. Well, I think I tried to like read it, but I didn't like say it was for her. But after I gave it to her, and I think I just liked the reaction that I got from the people. Yeah. It was like a high or something, because I really don't remember, but I remember that everybody just started screaming and shit, going crazy. So I just, ever since then, I just never stopped.
That's funny. You say you got that. It was like a high.
Yeah, it was like a high.
You get that stage.
Yeah.
High. You're like, fuck that. This is cool. I want to do shit.
It was cool, and it wasn't even no beat behind it or nothing. It was just poetry, but it rhymed.
Was that like a cappella type of
rhyme?
Yeah,
a cappella. Yeah, but you had to read it in front of I think there was 3,000 students. Yeah. 3,000. So my first fucking gig was in front of 3,000 students.
A lot, dude. You know what your mom did? She was building your character.
You think so? Yeah, I think she was just more scared.
She's fucking with you. No.
She was like, this little kid,
No, she was strengthening you, man. She was making you a stronger kid, like to develop you so that you know how to. Do you feel like you changed after that time? Because that's a big thing, getting over like a.
Nah, because I didn't take my.
You were never like that shy introvert type of kid. You kind of like were already like sociable or what?
Well, as
a kid before. All that.
Yeah, because from what I remember, I've been good at everything I tried. Not to just everything, like whether it was sports or everything. Yeah, I always had from what I remember, my parents I wouldn't say they were broke. They just, the responsibilities were different, so like we never went hungry and stuff like that. But as far as like if we wanted to do sports or something, they couldn't afford it. If we wanted to do something extra, they couldn't afford it. But we were so good. And I'm saying we because my brothers, were included sometimes. But, like the coaches would pay for everything because they were like, I want your son. I want your son.
Damn.
I want your son. Yeah. So a lot of times, like we were taking
So you
care
were
of.
what they call el cachirul.
What does that mean?
Cachirul was always like the one that, like, I played soccer. And it was like the guy that was always better than everybody else.
Yeah, but I was always
small,
bro.
And then everybody paid for him. As long as he's on our team.
Yeah, that was me. I was robbed from my dreams as a kid too for soccer. So then I found music and shit, like everything has its politics, bro.
Yeah. That's cool. That's really important though. Like your parents, they kind of taught you something there. They didn't live beyond their means. This is what we can afford and this is what we're doing right here. We're not gonna go broke or not eat just so that you can go do this.
So
you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure that teaches you a lot.
Yeah, bro. I remember my first pair of Jordans were I actually mentioned in a song. My first pair of Jordans were from a segunda, bro. From a segunda. But I cried because my mom paid $15 for them, and I thought that was a lot of money. I cried. And I was like, well, you don't have to buy them. Like, I was crying to her, tell her, you don't have to buy them. Like, that's too much money, And now I got $200 shoes. Like, these shit, But it's not like, it's just, it shows you like, to appreciate it and shit, So I say, like, I remember, I used to be embarrassed of the cars they used to drive. Like, I remember everything, bro. I don't forget, but I was different too, I always wanted more. Still to this day, even in my music, like, I'll be like, man, I'm not happy. I'm never happy.
But that's kind of what keeps you going, though. I know you said that you had mentioned that before. Like what motivates you? What's that drive that keeps you going? And you said it earlier was that your parents are still working?
Yeah, my dad's about to be 65, or he probably is. If I go to I think he's like 64 or something. And he always tells me, like, I want to retire. And he's like looking forward to like, I don't know, like I want to say like money that I feel like I've seen already, and I'll be like, damn, Dad, you worked all your life, and you're just like, so I wanna like try to break that cycle, man.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's not really. I shouldn't feel like it's my only like responsibility to myself, because we are a family and everything, and I have brothers and sisters and everything. But I'd be like, damn, like if I don't do it, who is, who is, because. It's hard and shit, But my dad, he's like 64. He's about to be 64, I would say.
And he's still out there grinding.
Yeah, he's working. He works at a tree company, bro. Like that was great. He works in Texas, and they got him everywhere. He goes to Louisiana. He's still like, that's my pops and shit. So I always be like, nah, like I can't. Even though sometimes I feel like I don't do hard labor, I feel like I can't chill, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't, like my mind don't stop, bro.
He don't let you.
Yeah.
When you see what all that shit that
everything,
he's
everything,
like,
the truth of it,
There's no excuse for you to not keep going and keep grinding.
And I see everybody else seems to be moving on, and I feel like I can't, bro. I want to say stuck, but I just like my heart tells me like, hey, nah, you just.
What do you mean moving on?
Like say I just go. I don't want to say leave my family behind, but just be like, hey, man, I gotta. Start my own shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I mean. Because I don't have kids. I don't. So I'll be like, man, like I feel like it's still my.
You think you said like you take care of your pops and mom?
Nah, but I don't take care of them. So I'm not gonna say I do. I'm just telling you, like I want to be able to do it one day. And
when
say that I do. Yeah.
Because it sounds like they don't really look to you for help. Really.
Nah. Everybody, all my family's independent. That's the beauty of it. Like all of us are independent. But I think as far as we call each other, like we know, like, yeah, he got it or he got it. Like we don't worry about stuff like that. But as far as like telling my dad, like, you ain't got to work, I don't think none of us could do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the difference.
Tough, dude, to put,
That's the difference, That's the difference. So hopefully one day we could do that, we don't know how tomorrow's not promised, so that's all I'm saying,
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, it sounds like you're on the right steps to doing it. So, you're out there, you're grinding, you're hustling. You're still young, very, very young still.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. It's just like, it gets discouraging, but then I'll make something new. And then you'll see the people's reaction. Or like, for example, I would just say the other day, bro, I went where I live. I don't know who this was, but this guy, I just pulled up. I had just got him from Long Beach, and I pulled up. I just got home, and this guy it was like 9 a.m. He pulls up to a neighbor's pad. Never seen him before. He started washing the neighbor's car. And he just see me. He said, "Hey, what's up, quick?" So I said, "What's up?" Cool, whatever. Didn't think nothing of it.
Yeah.
Then I go to my mom's, the other side of town, and I'm going outside to get her mail. the Amazon driver's like, "What's up, Quicks?" And I'm like, "What the fuck? What's up?" So I'm just like, "Okay, so this is just a normal thing. Everybody just recognizes me everywhere I go, and it's just like, you know." So I was
Wait,
like,
were you driving your Quicks van?
Nah.
Okay,
I
'cause
was
you have a Quicks van.
yeah. No, I was walking actually, you know, like, and the first guy seen me in my regular car.
Yeah.
So I just thought like,
That's cool.
because
Yeah,
half
you get
the
it.
time I don't know who these people are, so I feel like that shit keeps you going too.
Yeah.
You know, like, okay, is, you know, people are see it. People
It's
see
a little
it.
confirmation, just to
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like, hey, I'm doing something
Yeah,
good, you know, like
yeah.
keep doing your thing, you know.
Yeah, like, Amazon driver, like, who the car wash guy, like, fuck, like, you know, like, speaking of Long Beach, I told you that I came from Long Beach. 2 days before that, I went to a restaurant. I don't know if my buddy told him I was a rapper or nothing. Never been there, bro. I'm not from Long Beach.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shout him out. The place was called Mexibachi or something.
Oh yeah, Mexibachi.
Bro.
Yeah, they the hood foodie was just there. They did
Okay.
and the
Well,
hood
homeboy,
sensor.
I was checking the total. And I pulled out my money, put it right there in the counter. He's like, hold on, I'm resetting my system. At the end, he gave me a receipt. He said, "It's on me, don't trip."
Oh,
and
shit.
yeah, and I was just like, what the hell? Like, that was, I never been there, you know. So
Yeah.
I was just like thankful, you know. I was like, that's pretty cool, you know.
Nice, that is cool.
Yeah. So little things like that, I'll be like, okay, people, do, you know, just because I
Yeah.
don't know them doesn't mean they don't know me. You
Yeah.
know?
Well, that's the thing. You know, you talked about it earlier, like these old timers that you didn't know how much influence they have. I don't think they have to be that old to be, you know, to.
Nah, I
realize
don't,
that
and
you
I
have
don't
an
mean
influence,
old.
you
I
know?
just mean like,
No, but what I'm trying to say is
Yeah.
that like you yourself, like you're an influential person already, you know? Not to say you're an influencer because
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that term's a little
Played
blown out of
out, yeah.
proportion, but you are an influential person, you know? Like
yeah,
your
no.
music is touching certain people. People see you. In fact, I told you I reached out to you because not because of the music, which I do listen to
Yeah.
and I like it. And it's good music, but you know, last year for Christmas you had a toy drive.
Yeah.
That was super cool, man. I was doing the Tapmas, and I thought my giveaways were cool. Something I was just doing, it was fun. And then I saw this toy drive, which I have a lot of other friends started doing toy drives. I'm like, this is massive stuff. It's a whole nother level.
Yeah, see, but like I wouldn't really call them toy drives. You know, like usually, like, bro, if I told you how we did it like somebody said they said you do it like Nino Brown used to do it, like in the movie. You know, like where he would give out. But that's kind of like the approach, but not really, because we're not like selling drugs and stuff. So that, like, we just it started like at first it was okay. My buddy's having we call them toy giveaways, bro, because we don't really go and ask people for toys.
Yeah.
We buy them ourselves. Me and
Yeah.
my homies and my partners, we buy them ourselves. We go
Okay.
into our pocket and we do it. We don't fucking ask for donations.
Yeah.
So those are toy drives. That's how I see toy drives.
Yeah.
Like, you know, those are like the toy drives. So ours are like toy giveaways. We just choose a spot. Usually we'll go to the trailer parks, the projects, or wherever it was. Like, you know, like I told you, I was raised in government homes, bro. So like that's all we know, you know. So we would just go and we wouldn't even promote it and announce it. We'd just go and
pull up and then
have
let's go.
the chubby homie dressed up as Santa and pull up, put a table and
Yeah.
fucking set up all the toys and have them line up. And that's how we would do it, bro. I've been doing it since 2014, so it wasn't the first time, you know.
Yeah.
This is just the first time that I ended up on the news for it,
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
ended up going on the
I did see
radio
an
for
article
it.
on that too, yeah.
You know, this is the first time, you know. And you know what's crazy? Like, I'm not gonna say this person's name, but you know how we were talking about old timers,
Yeah.
because I'm pretty sure he's gonna watch this. One of those old timers, bro, left me a kind of a negative comment after I did the toy drive and
Really?
stuff. Yeah, he
the
said
toy giveaway.
the toy giveaway. He said like, "Oh, you should do it out of your own heart, not for attention." Because I came out on the news, bro, and
What
I didn't know
the
how to
fuck?
react to it. Yeah, I didn't know, because you know, obviously you look up.
Well,
to
what
these-
did you feel at first when you first said that?
I felt like he was hating.
Yeah.
Because obviously I've been doing it for so long
Yeah.
that I finally get attention. Now that I got attention, you're upset. If I wouldn't have got attention, you wouldn't have said nothing.
This is like, again, we don't know who we're talking about.
Yeah,
so it's
no,
fine,
no, we don't have to say names.
this is the problem that we were talking about earlier. Like people that just fucking read these headlines and they don't read the article and they don't do their own
Yeah,
research.
yeah,
you know.
no,
But
but-
so now you know.
And I
if
have a
you're
song
watching-
with that guy that will probably never come out. So,
Yeah.
you know, like, we'll just keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, at the end of the day, it didn't affect me. I didn't
Yeah.
lose sleep. Well, I'm still going to do it this year if God allows me.
Yeah.
And it's probably going to be even bigger and better.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So
yeah.
I just.
Well, now you're probably gonna get people hitting you up to like like, can I donate? What can I do to donate?
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I would. The whole point is just as long as I know, because I went to the high school, bro, where we did it. So all that's, it's nothing new to me, bro. Like,
Yeah.
every year I say I'm not gonna do it. Last year I telling people I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. It's like we're in a pandemic. I didn't even really make no money. I was like, I ain't gonna do it. I was fighting every excuse not to do it. So then I spoke to God, me, Segun, in my head. I was just like, because that's me having conversations with him. I'm like, if you give me a location and I don't get shut down, then I'll do it.
Yeah.
Like 3 days later, I had a location, bro. you know. And so you know what I'm saying? I was just like, okay.
How
so
did that come about though? Just like, you just put it together right away. Like this, you call them up and like, let's do it.
no. I think I was trying to work it out at that time with somebody else they wanted to do some promo with me, and they had a big location. It was like a big parking lot, bro.
Yeah.
I could have probably, had like thousands of people there. And then, but he was like kind of like the middleman. So I couldn't get a direct answer, and I tried every day, bro. And I want to say I hate being ignored, but I hate being ignored. Like, cause I feel like nobody's that busy, You could answer.
Yeah.
You could
I
answer.
feel you.
You can answer once at least. And be like, hey, I'll get back to whatever it is. So this person didn't answer, bro. This person didn't answer, and Christmas was like 2 weeks away.
Damn.
Like I did it 4 days before Christmas, if you think about it.
4 days
before Christmas. And so I took it, like I told you, I have plan A, B, and C. So I just started looking for plan B, plan C. So I had plan B, and then I had plan C. Plan B worked out, which was my old high school. Went to go meet the principal. She said anything for the kids. She said just try to follow the rules with the COVID.
Yeah.
So I had gloves, I had hand sanitizer, I had an extra mask, but I didn't. A lot of people were doing toy giveaways, but drive by.
Yeah.
Bro, I had people wait in line, bro. I did it like I would say my right way. I want to say the right way, and we got tested after me and some of the people that I knew, and all of us came out negative and stuff. So it wasn't like, like I knew that I harmed anybody or anything, and everybody that was there got a toy. So that was cool too.
Nice.
Yeah, we stopped counting after 500. So that's why I said 600 plus, because we stopped counting after 500.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy though.
Yeah.
So I didn't know that you were doing this since 2014.
2014 was my first official one. 2013 was when other local people were doing it, and I just would go help.
Yeah. And did you? I mean, I think that's a fair question. Did you, after doing it 2013, did you feel like a certain high from that, like that of giving back, like not having it?
Because I didn't really have much.
Just doing it.
I didn't really have much at that time. Mm-hmm. I still don't have much. I just I'm able to survive and take care of myself and not have to clock in. That's it, But besides that, but I never clocked out if you think about it, So I just feel like I was that kid. So if I have but I remember ever since I was a kid too, like we didn't take much family trips, but when we would, if say we stopped at a McDonald's or something, and there was a homeless outside, and I had like $3, and that's all I had, I would give it to him. I just always been like that. Mm-hmm. But I remember being, being that kid waiting for a toy, or that kid going with my mom to go get free food. I remember all that stuff. So I remember what it felt like receiving something, I should say, not what it felt like giving it. Mm-hmm. I like the feeling of receiving something. So I always wanted another kid to feel that. Like, hey man, he didn't forget about me. Yeah. Like my dad probably forgot about me. My uncle forgot about me, but that rapper guy, he didn't forget about me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So That's it. That's all.
Yeah. But that, what though, that going back to it though, that is something that you're getting back. You're getting that feeling of knowing that kid's.
Well, you get the satisfaction of knowing, like, of knowing that he's of knowing, like, hey man, like, I know how it felt, so I'm hoping that kid felt that. But you really don't know,
Right, you don't.
You really don't know, but
kid could be like, fuck it,
But you get the satisfaction. Yeah, you get the satisfaction.
That's a good feeling, because I know, like the last couple of years, I've been doing that, like giving back, trying to doing whatever I can to give back, and it's a good feeling. Yeah. And not expecting anything in return is
exactly. Because I know, bro. Sometimes sometimes I know that a lot of these kids don't even have social media, bro. So that's why I'm saying, like, when somebody tells me a negative comment, I'm like, bro, like, whatever you're smoking, just stay over there, bro. Because these kids don't even have a cell phone, so I ain't gonna gain nothing from it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna. Me personally, I'm not gonna gain nothing from it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna go to the local grocery store. I'm still gonna be right there. People are still gonna see me. I just do it because I can. Because I can, and because God gave me the ability to, I guess, build a brand big enough to where you said, like, if somebody sees me doing something, they will reach out. Because a restaurant, I'm not gonna tell you I did it all by myself. Like, everybody helped besides the label and my partners and my homies. Like, a restaurant did reach out, and they brought a box full of toys that they got on their own. But it happened after I took the initiative steps, So I say it's God. It's not me, bro. It's not me. It's God, because, like, who else? Like I told you, I kept telling everybody I wasn't gonna do it. People would message me, "Hey, are you gonna give out?" Because I do it every year. So they would, and every year I say I'm not. I tell them I don't know, but in my head I'm like, I'm not gonna do it. Why should I? Like, I'm not even, I'm not even a platinum selling rapper. You start thinking of reasons not to, but then if
But you got to give yourself a little bit of credit. It is you. Like obviously, yeah, it's God telling you, but it's He's using you as that vessel.
Yeah,
do it,
that's what I say. Yeah, God just uses me as a vessel. Yeah. I'd rather have God use me than everybody else. I'll tell you that much.
No, that's the one person that you're okay with getting used by.
Being used by. Yeah.
No, dude, that's cool. I again, man, I appreciate you coming on. I'm glad that you're doing all these positive things in the community.
Thank you,
And
man.
then for your music, bro, for your business, dude, that's awesome. I wish you the best.
Thank you.
Can you close out the show with maybe giving us some of your goals for the next year? Or
Yeah,
two?
man. I actually want to sell some records. I want to sell some actual records. I want to sell some records. Help me become I want to be my ultimate goal in this hip hop thing is just to be like Young Quicks, Arnold Torres, a rapper from Oxnard. He's a platinum selling recording artist. I did it. He has a black guy that says he sold over 1 million records or something. Whatever it was.
Nice.
That's my goal. I want to be.
How do we do that? Let everybody know.
I mean, bro, if you think about it, there's over 3 million people in LA. We could do it in LA alone. We just got to get the support.
Yeah.
So I just think keep working and building a big enough platform on our own without having to depend on another platform or having to pay somebody to do it, and because all that it works, but it's like limited, like it works in that moment, And for what I'm trying to do, like I want people that don't know Spanish to be singing along to my lyrics because I said Spanish words in my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like how Eminem did it with my mom, I want to do it backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to prove something, and I'm trying to prove it to myself besides everybody, that I could do it. Because I've invested probably like a little bit less than half my life in this, and like I feel I don't see how I could do anything else now or try to start from scratch somewhere else. And I don't think I'm getting worse, and my numbers obviously still going up slowly but surely. So it's just I wanna get there. I wanna get to a certain point where everything that I drop is like at least gets the recognition I feel it deserves, because a lot of the things I feel goes over people's head. Like they see it or they hear it, but it doesn't stick.
But you're doing it. You're on your way. You're on your path, and you're on the right path. I think that you're doing it. You're staying active, and you're hustling. And you keep doing it.
I'm trying, man, and as long as I'm alive, I'm gonna keep trying. Because I got a lot of new music ready to come out, and as long as I get the support, it's gonna come out.
Nice. There you go. Well, where can they find you? Where can people reach you at?
I got a website, the officialyoungquicks.com. You can find everything right there. Or Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, everything is at Young Quicks, spelled normal. And then Facebook.com/YoungQuicks, YouTube Young Quicks, everything's Young Quicks. I mean, whatever they use, Pandora, Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, whatever you guys use, if you know how to spell Young and Quicks the American way, you'll find it.
The American way.
No special spelling, no slang. I'm not that fancy. Just normal. You'll find me. You'll find a lot of stuff. So catch up, because I feel
we didn't even tap into the food ambassador stuff. We'll save that.
We'll save that for later because
another one.
That was fresh in the oven, but I do have some vlogs out. So if you're into the food and seeing the Real Vato blog, go watch it at El Food Ambassador.
Well, there you have it. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Thanks for coming out. Salud.
Thank you.
Boom.
This was fire, eh?
There you go. Always michelada. All right, you guys. We'll see you guys again next week. This is Young Quicks, Fidel Avellano Jr. We're tapping out. Adios.
Live every Tuesday, you know the deal. We talking again. You now tuned in to the tap in. You now tuned in to the tap in. You now tuned in to the tap in. We're talking again. Come on.